Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, B.A., you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Pass to Flag. Back to Banchero. Over Williams. Banchero no good. Here's the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Cash money from 16 feet away.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Here's Flag. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper is showing his versatility.
Here's Flag. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
And good look at the quickness for Williams.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Here's Flag outside. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. On the wing, SGA. Pass to Brunson. To the inside. Butler. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Brunson. Over Knipple. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Knipple, no good. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. B.A.?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
First personal foul.
Yeah, you're going to have to try to foul him harder. Chet Holmgren wants to score through contact, getting stronger and stronger.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
He can be such a physical force. It's so hard to keep Embiid from getting to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Boy, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
And they're pushing it up. Rejected by Holmgren.
Oh, Chet Holmgren meets that one at the rim. Nicely done.
Here's Irving. Joel Embiid with the board. Left side Brunson. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
From 8 feet. Pass to Butler. Back to Williams. Now Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Down low. And stolen by Williams. He goes up. And SGA throws it down.
Well, that score made possible because of a good read by Jalen Williams. This guy gets better and better as a defender.
And Carroll right side. Pass to Holmgren. Excellent D there from Embiid.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Brunson misses.
How about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 31 left in the first. Here's Irving. And it's in off the glass.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate three-level scorer.
Pass to Edgecombe. And that one is stuffed right through.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And he gets the bucket.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. And stolen by Cunningham. Thompson with it. Irving picks him up. And here's Vassell from the arc. Towns with a rebound. And here is Irving. And so far he's averaging 7 points a game. To the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. No good. Would have counted had it gone. So it's a tie game as we end the first.
The visiting team, 17.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Timeout away team.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The home team on D. Pass to Flag. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Edgecombe. Thompson with a screen. Inside. Kicks it out to Cunningham. It's Barnes on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Durant. Here's Harper. Still no points. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl-Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA. Kevin Durant, as effortless as his scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, "I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense." Back to you, Brian.
All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. It's not going to go for him. Here's Flagg. Durant for 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Edgecombe. Harper pulls it in. Now Durant. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. The 3 from Edgecombe. And the three-pointer goes. Edgecombe's got 5 now.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
To the wing, right side. Here's Flagg. He's got 5. Back to Towns. Towns owning it inside.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
So both teams changing it up here. Pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
From deep, Holmgren. Chet from range.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander tucks it last.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Screen by Holmgren. Out left to the wing. Williams grabs the board. Fast break, here we go. Butler finishes the job.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
Pass to Holmgren. Irving up top. Back to Holmgren. Here's Knipple. SGA covering. Now here's Holmgren. Tips it up with 1 on the clock. The kick out to Banchero. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Outside Irving. Solid defense from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. 1:27 left to play in the second quarter. Banchero the screen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
And he sinks the second. Now Thompson. No made baskets yet. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Butler on the wing. Back to Barnes. Great D that time from Holmgren. To the middle. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play.
Personal foul.
That one on Thompson. The free throw drops for Banchero.
Despite the fact that he's highly skilled, Paolo Banchero also plays with this relentless energy you love.
Pass to Butler. Outside, Williams. Fires from the wing. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Doesn't go that time. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for one, Jimmy Butler.
The free throw is off from Butler.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer, inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for, his competitive toughness.
Outside Brunson. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep. Brunson's got 5 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Leading by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Here's Williams. And counted from 12 feet. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
From deep three-point land. Towns with a rebound. Here's Flagg. Pass to Thibault. Back to Towns. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's Brunson. Good. And the assist to Embiid. 7 points in the game.
I think in today's NBA, you've got to be a three-level scorer. The midi is good for Jalen Brunson.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Poked away. About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Towns. Banchero outside. 5 on the clock. Over Williams. Banchero no good. The three is up. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 7 points.
My goodness, Jay Dub from deep. Wow, that was long.
Down low. Pass to Flag. Back to Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team.
Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018 to last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's the break. Here's Brunson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Embiid. Back to SGA. Tries again. Embiid can't hit. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. Guys?
Okay, Allie. Appreciate the update. Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Towns on a screen. Here's Banchero. Buries it down low. Banchero's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
With contact, Brunson gets it to go.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here he goes. Pass to Towns. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shai hitting the 3.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
Just in this quarter, he's turned it over 3 times. Not sure what's going on with him.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the home team now. Now here's Cunningham. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
And what a read there from Cunningham. showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Irving looking around. The shot by Buzzell is no good. Pass to Edgecombe. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. .149 left in the third quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Driving to the basket.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And here's Knipple from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Pass to Cunningham. Second shot opportunity. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It goes on Kyrie Irving.
And just a high IQ play. Cunningham goes for a pump fake, and now he's headed to the line.
And the second free throw is good. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Irving. Here's Buzelis. Thompson with a steal. Ahead. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. That one's off. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Kyrie Irving.
And that one's good. Irving.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Back to Barnes. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Barnes has got 5.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Irving, no good. Here's Edgecombe. 9 points in the game. Back to Cunningham. And here's Vassell from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 19. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Irving. Floats one. Thompson pulls it in. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Vassell. No good from outside. And here is Irving. And here's Knipple from the arc. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Team's ball.
Holmgren with it. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Pass to Edgecombe. And stolen by Holmgren. Right side, Irving. From deep. Here's the second effort. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, we know how hard this guy works and how skilled he is at it.
Honestly, the only thing that slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
It's Thompson, high post. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Cunningham missing. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Holmgren on the attack. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And putting some power behind his drive. Holmgren managing to get there for an easy slam.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Appreciate the report, Allie. 3-on-3. And here's Flag outside. Rebounded by Butler. Inside. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Here we go. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Pass to Durant. Lets it fly. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Now Thompson. He takes it in. And he can't jam it through.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Right side Durant. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day. Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
Banchero outside. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
To the inside. Holmgren outside. Now Durant. Outside Thibault. Pass to Flag. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And it's... Oh, wow!
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Now Banchero. Beyond the arc. Butler rips down the board. Williams fires. Buries it from outside.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
He launches. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pass to Thibault. Looking to win the run. And he nails it.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oh, swiped away. Holmgren with it. Picked up by Embiid. Durant. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. .133 left in the 4th quarter. Thompson. Holmgren there for the rebound. Here's Embiid. Now here's SGA. Oh, no good on the layup. Now Holmgren. Let's loose for 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Banchero pulls it down. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Money from three. It's Thompson, high post. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. With the shot. Another shot. Oh, no good on the layup. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks.